Hi. Yeah, my name is Morgan. I can check you out right over here. Great. Is this your first time at the library? No? Okay, great. So I'll just go ahead and take your library card. Oh, thank you. Perfect. Alright, so I'll just go ahead and type this in for you so we can get you all checked out. Right. Perfect. Alright. Excellent. So you don't owe any books, so you can go ahead and take that right back. And I will go ahead and check you out. Oh my goodness, it looks like you got some of my favorites here. Yeah. Did you find everything that you were looking for? Oh yeah, I can look that one up. What was it called again? Yeah, that one was checked out about 2 weeks ago. So the person has 2 more weeks until they need to bring it back. I can go ahead and put it on hold for you though, and then we'll go ahead and send you an email when it's available for you. Yeah, I can do that, absolutely. Alright. Okay, that is on hold for you. Perfect. We will let you know when that book is in. Yeah, no, it's a really popular one, so I totally get it. Absolutely. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the stack that you do have. Alright. This book is called The Raven Boys by Maggie Steve Otter. Got a raven on the cover. This is actually an exclusive edition of it. You can see you've got the silver edges, and I'll go ahead and take the dust jacket off. It's a stunning cover, and it says the mirror. It's got 2 birds on it. Alright. Pretty spine. I like all the silver on it. I actually read this whole series about a year ago. I'll go ahead and read the description to you. It says, even if Blue hadn't been told her true love would die if she kissed him, she would stay away from boys. Especially the ones from the local private school. Known as Raven Boys, they only meant trouble. But this is the year that everything will change for Blue. This is the year that she will be drawn into the strange and sinister world of the Raven Boys. And the year Blue will discover that magic does exist. This is the year she will fall in love. This is a quartet. It's 4 books in the series. Alright, so I'll just go ahead and scan that one for you. Alright, we'll go. Alright, and that is in your account. There you go. Alright, let's see what you have next. Alright, this book. This book. by M.L. Rio. This book's really popular, especially among like the dark academia readers, I guess. Yeah. It's kind of dark. It's the dark academia, I guess. It kind of reminds me of The Secret History. Have you read that one? Yeah? Okay, then you're gonna like this one if you like The Secret History. I almost liked this one more than The Secret History. Enter the players. There were 7 of us then, 7 bright young things with wide, precious futures ahead of us. Until that year, we saw no further than the books in front of our faces. On the day Oliver Marks is released from jail, the man who put him there is waiting at the door. Detective Colborne wants to know the truth, and after 10 years, Oliver is finally ready to tell it. A decade ago, Oliver is one of 7 young Shakespearean actors at Delacour Classical Conservatory, a place of keen ambition and fierce competition. In this secluded world of firelight and leather-bound books, Oliver and his friends play the same roles on stage and off: hero, villain, tyrant, temptress, ingenue, extra. But in their 4th and final year, good-natured rivalries turn ugly, and on opening night, real violence invades the students' world of make-believe. In the morning, the 4th years find themselves facing their very own tragedy, and their greatest acting challenge yet, convincing the police, each other, and themselves that they are innocent. Everyone loves a good villain origin story. Although that's not quite what this is, it has that vibe. When I picked up this book, yeah, I think it's definitely a denser read, which I think you'd expect from something that like incorporates a lot of Shakespeare. And also I don't think I've ever read anything by Shakespeare. Maybe Romeo and Juliet in sophomore year of high school. Maybe. That's a big maybe. But this draws from Hamlet a lot, and maybe a couple other ones. To be honest, I don't remember. It's been a while. But I've never read Hamlet, and I think that if you've like studied Shakespeare, this would be like genius writing on a whole other level. It's already genius writing, but yeah. Have you studied Shakespeare? Yeah, I still enjoyed this regardless of whether I've studied Shakespeare or not. Alright, so I will go ahead and scan this one. Perfect. And there is that one for you. What you got? 2 more? You a fast reader? A lot of time on your hands these days. Understood. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This book changed my life. I think about it to this day. It has been almost 2 years since I've read this book. This is how you lose the time for, by Amal El-Motar and Max Gladstone. This book was so life-changing. Even though this writing is also just a little bit dense, it's really poetic, it's prose. So it definitely takes a little bit more brain cells to process, at least for me. But I still read it in 24 hours, and then I bought all of my friends a copy. This is a sapphic sci-fi romance. So it is lovely. It's lovely. It's written in the form of letters between two secret agents, I guess, on opposite sides of a war. In the ashes of a dying world, Red finds a letter marked burn before reading. So begins an unlikely correspondence between two rival agents in a war that stretches through the vast reaches of time and space. Red belongs to the Agency, a post-singularity technotopia. Blue belongs to Garden, a single vast consciousness embedded in all organic material. Their pasts are bloody and their futures mutually exclusive. They have nothing in common, save that they're the best and they're alone. Now what began as a battlefield boast grows into a dangerous game, one both Red and Blue are determined to win. Because winning's what you do in war, isn't it? A tour de force collaboration from two powerhouse writers that spans the whole of time and space. I have noticed, as somebody who spends all their time around books, in the library and everything, I have noticed that there are a lot of books coming out recently that relate to letter writing and correspondence. I wonder if there's a societal shift in the romantic idea of writing letters, because there's this book, and then I also just started Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross, and that is also two rivals who unknowingly are writing letters to each other. And it's really romantic with a capital R. It's I don't know, I think there's something very, I guess maybe, I don't know, I'm just spitting theory here, I guess, but there's definitely an overlap in people who read and people who consume literature and then academics. And I think that people who read, obviously, I think that they have a really romantic view of the world, or they're reading things that portray the world in a romantic way. And then academia, it's the literal academic study of literature and these philosophical ideas that, I don't know, I think it's coming through in the books that are gaining popularity. I don't know, I didn't study literature in school, so I don't know very much. I'm just spitballing, but just an interesting observation. Because I also just read A Study in Drowning, and that also, the main characters are academics. They're university students, but one of them studies literature and the other studies architecture, even though her true love, her true passion is in literature. And it deals with mythology and writing academic papers, but then also analyzing literature. I don't know, I think it's really interesting, the overlap there. I think it makes sense considering the demographic of people who read a lot. But I'm just a simple librarian. Alright, I'll go ahead and scan that one for you. Perfect. There you go. And, you got one last one. This one. Yeah, I spend all my time in the library, so I read a lot. This is called Wolf by Wolf by Ryan Crowden. Wolf by Wolf. Ryan Crowden. This is such a fun read. Are you a history person? Do you enjoy history and historical fiction? Oh, then you're gonna eat this one up, because I did. this is like an alternate World War II, or rather a World War II alternate history. If the Axis powers had won World War II. The year is 1956, so 11 years after World War II in our world had ended, but this is an alternate history. And the Axis powers of the Third Reich and Imperial Japan rule. To commemorate their great victory, they host the Axis Tour, an annual motorcycle race across the conjoined continents, so through Eurasia and a little bit of Africa. The prize? An audience with the highly reclusive Adolf Hitler at the Victor's Ball in Tokyo. Yael, a former death camp prisoner, has witnessed too much suffering, and the 5 wolves tattooed on her arm always remind her of the loved ones she lost. The resistance has given Yael one goal: win the race and kill Hitler. With the power to skin shift, Yael must complete her mission by impersonating last year's only female racer, Adele Wolf. Or I can't pronounce it in German, sorry. But as Yael grows closer to the other competitors, can she be as ruthless as she needs to be to avoid discovery and stay true to her mission? I don't know, gotta find out. Yeah, this is actually a duology. I feel like I learned more about World War II in this book, and like the geopolitical issues going on in World War II, and like really interesting kind of now useless information that I gained. Like, I don't know, the like Nazi Germany was kind of obsessed with motorcycles. I don't remember why, but yeah, hence it's a motorcycle race, so it's really significant to like Nazi Germany and Hitler. I don't know, interesting. I thought it was a great read. I think this book is just from Yael's perspective, but it switches in perspective from the present day, like 1956, and then her past. So it talks about like the 5 different like people that she's lost, which the 5 wolves that she has tattooed on her arm represent. I really enjoyed this. I highly recommend it, so it's good that you are checking it out. Alright. So I'll just go ahead and scan this one for you. Perfect. Alright. There you go. So I'll just go ahead and get you checked out then. So you'll just owe those 4 books back. In 4 weeks. Just 4 weeks. 1 book per week. You got that. Yeah. And we will go ahead and send you an email when they're due back. We'll also send you an email when that 1 book, Powerless, is yeah. Okay. Excellent. Alright, well, if that is all, you're all set. Go enjoy your books, and I'd love to hear what you think about them. Absolutely. Oh, are you interested in joining our book club? Yeah? Okay, I'll go ahead and give you this little flyer for it. Alright, there you go. Yeah, I lead it. Oh, thank you. Excellent. Alright, well, I will see you back here in 4 weeks or less.